Good morning, everyone. Just leaving Franklin. Stayed at the Grove Hostel last night. Great place. The current owners are fantastic. My goal for today is to get up to Wyabald. And the sun is coming out. The clouds are burning off. I think it's going to be a beautiful day. I saw this tree from much further down the trail, and it looked like an exhausted hiker slumped over taking a rest. I don't know, do I qualify as an exhausted hiker? A good portion of today is uphill. I picked up my resupply in Franklin. I think if I were to ever create a hostel, I'd put it at the top of the mountain so that when you pick up your resupply, it's downhill from there. It's a beautiful sunny day, so we're climbing up Siler Bald. Is it worth the climb to the top? I'll let you know when I get there. I think that's where we're going over there. There's a tower. All right, I've gone about 6 miles today. And I have about 5 more to go to get to camp. Today, I am struggling. It's day 11, but I seem to have hit the wall in the middle of the day. And I'm having a hard time putting one foot in front of the other. It's like just my body doesn't have the energy. I'm thinking I didn't have a good enough breakfast. There was a free pancake breakfast at the local church, and most people went to that, but I was busy relacing my shoes because I was having a little bit of foot pain, so I relaced them to fix it, so I didn't go to that. And I had a little bit of breakfast. I had some fruit and stuff, but I also really haven't eaten much since then. And I don't think I've been hydrating enough. And it's hot today. And it's uphill today. So all of a sudden I feel like my body just can't do it. All right, update. I was having a real hard time on that hill. It got to the point where I was having a hard time even putting one foot in front of the other. And I was feeling like I was getting stumbly. And I was like 3/10 from the top, and I literally couldn't go on. But I found a shady spot by a tree, and I sat for about 10 minutes. I finished up my protein bar, put some more fluids in me, and then I remembered that I have those Cliff Energy blocks, so I grabbed one of those. They're basically like a shot of glucose, so that your body gets a little shot of fuel. And I'm now on the slight down on the other side, and I just have one more up to do. So I am feeling better, but still sluggish. All right, That's why I bawled up there. And the little tower. I am going to take an extended break there. Right over there, that third peak right there, that's Albert Mountain with the fire tower and the 100-mile mark. I was over there 2 days ago. This is a great water source. Good morning. I had a rough night last night. So I got into camp, I don't know, probably around 4:30 after that exhausting day, and set up my tent down the trail from the shelter. It was starting to get a little windy, but sometimes when the sun goes down, the wind dies down. That didn't happen. The wind got worse. So I'm lying in my tent, in my sleeping bag, and I'm hearing all of these branches above my tent creaking and cracking. And I'm thinking, this will not end well if some big branch falls on my tent. So I grabbed all my important gear and took it out of the tent and brought it over to the shelter and set it up in the shelter. I figure, I'll be safer that way. I have a roof over my head. And I'm lying in the shelter trying to go to sleep when all of a sudden it dawns on me that I left my hiking shoes in the tent. And, those are important. So I went back for the hiking shoes, and I figured, let me grab the tent now while I'm at it. And I'll just take it back and, toss it next to me in the shelter. So I did that. I got everything from the tent site. When I went back to the shelter, that's when I saw the mouse scatter. I'm thinking, oh no, not mice in the shelter. So I laid there for a little while, but I just couldn't go to sleep knowing there were mice running around. So I unzipped my tent. Didn't set it up in the shelter. First of all, that's bad etiquette, and second of all, I don't have a freestanding tent. I can't stake it to the floor of the shelter anyway. So I just unzipped it, threw my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag and some of my gear inside, and zipped it back up around me. And I slept that way with the sleeping bag. The tent is like a barrier around me and my sleeping bag. I eventually did get some sleep, but not nearly as much as I need. Signs of spring. So today I'm not going to make the same mistake I made yesterday. I'm going to stop occasionally for little short breaks to rest, and I'm going to put in some more calories than I did yesterday. So today I'm going to eat like a hobbit. Second breakfast. All right, so I'm starting the climb up from Tellico Gap to Wesser Bald. I decided that before I started the climb, I would layer down, and at that moment, as soon as I put everything away, the sun went behind a cloud and I got this icy breeze. Once I get to the top of Wesser Bald, I'll get there eventually. There's another one of those fire towers, like we saw in Waya Bald yesterday. Only I don't think this one's made out of stone. They date back to the days when that's how they looked out for fires. I've been seeing a lot of day hikers coming down. You could park the car down below at Tellico Gap. So I guess they just hiked up, came back down. With all these day hikers coming down, not one of them has said to me, "You're almost there." So I guess I still have a ways to go. On a positive note, I am feeling much better today. Yesterday on a climb like this, I couldn't put one foot in front of the other. But today, I made sure to give my body the fuel it needs. I've been eating at regular intervals today, and I feel a whole lot better. I feel like I have the energy I need to get the job done today. I must be almost there. I'm running out of land, unless the trail goes into the sky. All right, there it is. All right, here's my problem. I'm afraid of heights, and I don't do fire towers. But this one looks like it might be a little shorter, and I've been told the view is amazing from up there. I'm the only one up here, though. If I get stuck, I don't know when the next person will come. I'm gonna give it a try. I haven't started yet. It's a little windy and I'm finding that unnerving. I could do this. I will do this. Woohoo! I did it! That is really scary for me. I did it, I'm up here. Oh my God. Don't know how I'll get back down, but wow. This is beautiful. Let me show you. Oh, that looks like a fire. Wonder if they're doing more controlled burn. Oh wow. Right over there, you can see there's like towers. Just to the left of that is where I was yesterday. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I made it back down. Going down is just as hard as going up. I'm gonna sit here and have a little snack. That looks like it's getting worse. And I had just enough signal to call and report the fire, and they said it is one of the controlled burns, so that makes me feel a lot better. Don't want to be stuck in the middle of a forest fire out here. All right. I am very proud of myself for making it up to that observation platform on that tower. I think it was a good one for me to start with because it only had 2 levels, 2 flights. Although I have to be honest, it took me 3 tries to get up there. The first time I got halfway up the first flight of stairs, turned around and back down again. Second time, I got up to the first landing, started up the second flight of stairs, got halfway up that flight, turned around and came back down. Third time, I made it all the way to the top. So, something to be proud of. That's the water source for the shelter I'm heading to. Shelter's still 2 tents ahead. I'll pick up water here. Good morning. I am leaving the Westerbold shelter and heading down to the NOC, the Nantahala Outdoor Center. I have about 5.8 miles to do this morning. It's going to be a short day. Here comes the sun. The trail is following this nice little ridge. You can see off on one side, drops off on the other side. Down we go. Now begins the long descent. Wow. All right, that's a little unnerving. And the trail goes down there. All right, gotta do this. Well, it wasn't pretty, but I did it. The views are breathtaking. The descent, a little unnerving. Whenever I find myself on a section of trail that's like this, my mind always goes to, who was the first person that found this route and decided that this would be a great path for a trail? When you have a heavy pack on your back and you're afraid of heights, some of this stuff seems a little sketchy. After about a mile into the long descent, the trail seems to be improving. I'm back to worrying about my knees instead of worrying about my life. Now, I know that sounds overly dramatic, but irrational fears are like that. My husband would look at that and go, "Ooh, fun," and go and stand right over on the edge while I panicked. My friend Stan, the sure-footed mountain goat, he would hop right down that without even giving it a second glance. It's my own fear that does it to me, and I'm aware of that. So before I scare the rest of the hikers out there, I'm sure some people would think it's a whole lot of fun. Civilization. Well, I was doing really well. not falling. Got my foot caught on some kind of a root or something. Oh boy. I practically fell upside down the trail. Civilization. Let's try that again. Food. They don't open for another 20 minutes. This is a significant spot for me. A number of years ago, we took a family vacation to North Carolina, and we took a train that came here to the NOC and then went back. So we had about a half an hour to spend here at the NOC for the return trip. And I have a picture of Gregory in his wheelchair right next to this blaze here. So this is a special spot for me. Gregory has been right here before. So I arrived at the gorgeous Stays property. So this is where I'm going to stay tonight before I head back to the NOC tomorrow to climb that next hill. This is the Shasta camper. It's just big enough for one, and since it's just me, let's give you a tour. I've already got all my gear in here. But we have a little dining area, a little kitchen here. And over here, a little fridge and microwave. And this is my bed. This building has the common areas, beautiful porch, and bathhouse. And on that note, I'm gonna go take a shower.